Welcome to SpeakEasy number 53 with Brianna from Ancestors and Alcohol.
Hello, I am back.
Yeah, welcome.
How did this happen? Did Doug invite you or something?
No, the aliens invited me.
The aliens that Obama says exist? Okay, good.
Yep. I'm on that train. I'm that girl.
I don't even know if I need to ask.
It wasn't that big a deal. It really wasn't, but it was funny.
I'll take your word on it.
They're out there.
I'm not going to take my word on what Brianna is drinking.
I am drinking Longevity. It's a black-owned sparkling wine.
Let's go.
I did a few like black-owned sparkling wine, like a list for Valentine's Day. People wanted to buy black-owned, so they had it oddly at my liquor store, so I picked it up. It's a Blanc de Blanc, so it's made with all white grapes. It's actually really smooth. It's really good.
Excellent.
Doug, what's going on over there?
All right, I'm going to pull a classic beer. This is the first time I've ever seen this at Wegmans, which is like the grocery store that's near me. So this is Ye Old Heady Topper from The Alchemist.
Here we go.
And I'm not going to basically say it right on drink from the can. So no glass for this.
Ugh.
But I don't think I really need to review this. I've had it on the show before, but this is an excellent IPA. So,
all right. Well, then we'll move along.
That can is nice. I like that.
Yeah, they make funky art and stuff. So, Greg, what about you?
I have a beverage from the North Woods of Wisconsin, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Put my mic right. It is from my friends, literally my friends, at Some Nerve Brewing in Manitowoc Waters. Be nice, they're watching. Do you like that logo?
I do.
I think it's funky. It's like almost like this, like an amoeba that's like stressed out.
And I was just gonna say,
I like it. Or aliens. Hey, aliens. Dude, aliens.
I'm not even. So my man gave me this beer and said it's a brown Scottish ale, but I shouldn't take it serious and I should just drink it and not like get all weird about the style, right? So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. So here we go. Shout out to Bill and Jessica who own Some Nerve Brewing, and they are just amazing people in a weird ass place. The North Woods of Wisconsin, Brianna, is, let me watch my words here. It's a beautiful, wonderful place that is spacious and all kinds of, it looks like this. Jungle and all that, but it's rural, so I think you can.
It's not safe. The North remembers.
Is it good, Greg? Even if it's
good. It's good. It's drinkable. It's a whole ass growler, Doug. So I'll get through this. But I like he said, I don't know what kind of style you're trying to put on this, but it's kind of like a brown ale and a Scottish mixed up, but it's something that I would never. It's weird.
I could see that being a hybrid, though. Scotch ale and brown ale. I could see that.
I'm glad you can, because
because that sounds like something weird that I would drink. So,
oh, you would love it. You would love it. It's just so off the wall. And I think it might have. I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird. Bill, if you're watching, you told me it was weird. It's weird. So a bunch to get to. Doug and I had a conversation earlier. Which some of that conversation, Doug, we shouldn't talk about.
No, we should not. I said something so wrong, and it was just like it was unintentional. And Greg and I just fucking cracked up for like fucking 5 minutes. It was bad.
It was idiotic, honestly, but it's fine. I have to talk about myself here, which is awkward for me always, but we're going to do it. Number one, this thing, Brianna, I won a home brew contest with my home.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I love that for you.
I'm a fucking award-winning home brewer, and we're gonna actually listen. My buddy Dwayne did a lot of the work. I did, I helped and talked them into a couple things, but he did all this work. So it's just weird because I hope our guest has an award, because he literally deserves an award. And I kind of just jumped on this, and not really jumped on it, but Brianna, the story behind it is that this guy started brewing a beer in my honor. It was a black IPA. And then like over the years, we talked about it, and I was like, dude, this is great. Little tweaks here and there. And then we entered it in the contest, and I helped name it, and we won.
Wait, what did you name it?
Oh, thank you for asking. Now I forget. Oh, Holy Hop Noir.
Holy Hop Noir.
Mm-hmm.
Black
so
Holy Hop.
Yeah, it's right. So it's dope. Now the only reason I'm showing it, I've been bragging about it. Like Doug's probably tired of hearing me talking about it.
I'm never tired of hearing of your ring, man.
Do we need to get it on a chain for you to just wear everywhere?
Flame style.
Yeah.
The problem is that this is Dwayne's. He's gonna keep. One of us has to keep it.
Oh, this isn't even yours.
Well, it's mine, but we can't cut it in half, right?
Oh,
so someone has to keep it at their house. And Dwayne, in my opinion, we decided that Dwayne should have it. So I'm meeting Dwayne tomorrow, and I'm giving it to him. So this is the last time I'm gonna show it on stream.
We're gonna make you your own. We're gonna make you your own medal.
Yep.
Well, I was going to just win another one, and then I can have the next one.
That too.
Hey, that's a great approach.
That too.
That's where we're at. But anyway, I wanted to show this because I'm proud of this shit. It's
as
amazing,
you should be.
Wonderful. So another thing I'm idiotically proud of is this. So this is on Milwaukee Magazine. It's one of the it's probably one of the top online magazines, and it says Badger Beer Report teams with new state breweries for a collab beer. And then it proceeds to talk about who the founder and owner of Badger Beer Report is.
And we know who that is.
And yeah, so my name is cited in this, and it's weird seeing my name in print. It is so weird, but it's so amazing. And so the deal about this, Brianna, is so Joel and my business partner, I call him Joel, him and I started doing a thing called the Brewery Report, which is basically we report on the breweries closing and opening and all that. It's almost like a news show for Wisconsin brewing. So through that, Brianna, we're able to, covering Wisconsin breweries, we're able to like talk about the ones that are coming. Mm-hmm. So then Joel and I started a relationship with every brewery that opened, and between him and I, we visited every brewery. So Yeah, so here's a list of the brewers because I wanted to talk about them. But if you see on that map on the left, that's the dots represent where those breweries are within the state of Wisconsin. So if y'all will give me a minute here, I really would love to shout out all of them because everyone individually is just a really they all came in order to get into this collab, y'all. You had to brew your first beer in the year of 2025. Now,
Oh,
the funny thing is, the first one, Boulder Junction, brewed their first beer in 25, but they didn't open until 26.
oh,
So they are, so they are they brewed their first beer December like 7th or something like that, and then they opened January 12th or something like that, or was it 30th? It was 30th. So Boulder Junction, that they're the top dot up there. They're in the Northwoods. They are the farthest one away from us.
Hey, so let's see. I think Greg entered the studio there. Oops.
Yeah, so Greg does not know how to operate his own studio after 6 years, guys. So there's that.
that's all right.
Yeah, I guess. My mouse is so sensitive, it takes me out of the. So what I was saying, y'all, is that's not what I was looking for. I'm looking for this. Boulder Junction, Boulder Junction is a very environmentally safe brewery. The reason that they didn't open in 25 is because they were working on their like environment thing. Like they recycle their own water. Their wastewater goes to well, it doesn't. They recycle the water. They have solar panels. They just really went in deep. But really, the thing that marks Boulder Junction and the thing that makes them special is that they are the third brewery that has a woman head brewer. Her name is Tracy, and she is a boss. And I cannot wait to meet her on Thursday when we all get together to brew this beer. So that's Boulder Junction. Brewed Omen is the first brewery in Hartford, Wisconsin in 80 plus years, I believe. Fond du Lac Brewing is the first brewery in Fond du Lac in 80 plus years. Last Ditch Brew Pub is a brewery that closed. They used to be Arnoggin, and then they revived themselves, and now they're Last Ditch Brew Pub. Lombardi Brewing Company is that Lombardi, Vince Lombardi. They have Vince Lombardi's Hall of Fame jacket in the tap room, Doug.
Wow.
Yeah, and so Lombardi, that's their name. And they're just a new brand, but they are Vince Lombardi. It's Vince Lombardi's grandson, who owns it.
Cool.
Yeah. Mobcraft is one of the only. You might have heard of them. Mobcraft is one of the only crowdsourcing breweries, meaning people vote on their beers and they brew the beers that people vote on, Brianna.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
But Mobcraft is a brewery that closed and then somebody bought them and revived them. So they're one of the revival breweries that we have on our list here. Thank y'all for being patient with me, but I love it. St. Francis Brewing is another revival brewing there in Milwaukee. They closed in 2024, and then they opened back up in 2020. They closed in 2023, and they opened back up in 2025. Tailwinds Brewing is the first brewery ever, I think, in Union Grove, Wisconsin. They are airplane themed brewery, and they have all kinds of like wonderful paraphernalia up on the walls, and like they literally have a tail from a plane in there, and all kinds. I'm pretty sure all kinds of like wild stuff, and they brew amazing beer. And last and certainly not least is Vault 202, which is the host of this. We will all go there on Thursday morning at 9, and we will brew that beer. Vault 202 is in an old bank, and it literally has the vault. And
now that's cool.
They do beer dinners in the vault, Doug.
That's cool.
So
that'd be cool.
Also, Doug, they are the home of the milk tubes, and milk tubes are like these small cylinders, right, Brianna? And then the whole cylinder is beer foam.
Yeah, and you drink it like a shooter.
You just shoot it down, and it's like a dessert beer. It's like it gives off more sweetness in that it's all sweet. So like they describe it as a dessert beer, and I could seriously sit at the bar and just like all day.
Non-stop.
The problem, Brianna, is that once you drink all that foam, you're gonna be gassy.
Yeah.
So shout out to Boulder Junction, Brewed Omen, Fond du Lac Brewing, Last Ditch Brew Pub, Lombardi Brewing, Mobcraft, St. Francis Brewing, Tailwinds Brewing, and Vault. And honestly, guys, I cannot find in history, and I've searched, I cannot find a bigger collaboration ever in Wisconsin history. I don't know. It's 9 breweries. I don't know if we set a record. I don't know. Maybe. I can't find it anywhere where more than 9 breweries came together to brew beer. And it's just amazing because, again, they'll always have like this to remember. And they are, we call them the class of 25, like they graduated. So they don't know this, but if they're watching, they're all going to get diplomas on Thursday.
Aww.
And it's just going to be fun, and it's going to be great. And I'm really, really excited about it. And again, it's just fucking weird, Doug, that this is just so weird for me. Like my name in print and all that. It's just wild. So I wanted to let y'all remark on any of this.
Well earned. You busted your ass on that thing. So.
Oh, shout out to Joel. Shout out to all of the Badger Beer crew. If all the work that we have done in 6 years, that literally is what culminated in this. If we weren't working at this since the pandemic, this would never happen. But Joel and I are the day-to-day on Badger Beer Report, keeping it clean. Joel and I literally, Joel wakes up to 5 messages from me a day, and he goes to sleep with sick. And Doug knows how this is.
Oh, I do.
Joel's like, whatever, man. Like Joel's my guy because he's like, he's like, right. He's like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, no, boom. And we're just, we're just simpatico, and he's just a wonderful person, and he's a great person. And I couldn't have done this without him. We couldn't have done this without him. So shout out to all of the breweries. Shout out to the Badger Brew Report crew. Shout out to just everything. I need to stop talking about it because I'm going to get fucking emotional. But Thursday is the brew day, and then in May the beer comes out. So I'm sorry if y'all going to have to hear about this for 2 months. But y'all going to have to hear about this for 2 months. So there we go with that.
That's fine.
Yeah. And we might as well, while we're here, this motherfucker here, the HG, is part of Badger Beer Report now, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that. It hasn't been made official, but JHG is in our crew. Actually, let's do something here real quick if y'all don't mind. Let's show y'all what JHG's working on because I'm proud of it, and he's just a boss. So JHG, okay. So Brianna, one of the things that we do is we put out maps for Wisconsin, like what's coming, who closed, who opened, and JHG redesigned them, and that's not what it looks like because that's Imani's wonderful logo.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what StreamYard is doing, but this is JHG's. Actually, I should show y'all the previous because the previous is, it's just a joke compared to this, and respect to Joel and I who made that. So JHG, these are the upcoming breweries that have said we're going to have a brewery, and they're either in the making or not. And JHG did this, and it's just fucking beautiful, to be honest with you. In fact, let me show y'all I don't think you get the I don't think you get
Dairy Air Brewing.
Yeah. You like that?
That is a very good punny name for a brewery. Dairy Air.
You like it?
I really like Lost Apostle and Solemn Oath. Those are really good names for breweries. I really like those.
Lost Apostle is it's gonna be so great. Okay, so wait.
That one's way up there, dude. That is like super far up in Wisconsin. Jeez.
Yeah, hold on. Bear with me a little bit if y'all don't mind. Okay, wait. Yeah, bear with me if y'all don't mind here because I think I need y'all to see the contrast here. So let's work on this real quick. But yeah, Lost Apostle is one of my. I cannot wait till they open. They're probably the next brewery that's going to open, Wisconsin. And I'm not going to get into it because we'll probably talk about it at a different time. But yeah, so here is okay. So here is the before.
It's not bad.
No, but here's the after. So,
That's way better.
Yeah, and it's cleaner and it's just great. And shout out to our guy, JHG. So man, Brianna, I got cool friends.
You do.
I know, because you're one of them, damn it.
Oh.
And you know who else is another one, dog?
Me. Oh, wait.
No, fuck no.
You are, Doug. You are special, Doug. You are special. Don't let Greg do
I am
that.
so no. I'm so tired of white motherfuckers centering themselves. So we're not doing that shit here. I don't give a fuck.
It's Black History Month.
It's
I wanted to do the Elle Woods. Me.
Yeah, right before, and I knew it was coming. I was like, fuck.
You set that one up like a softball, buddy. All right. Anyway, get to your real friends.
Well, no, it's true. It's true. Doug is one of my friends, but at this point, 6 years in, Brianna, I don't have to tell him that, and I can just abuse him. So it's all good. Like we can have an abusive relationship because he's not going to leave me. So I could just be an asshole, and this is how America works, right? You can just be an asshole to people, and like around, they'll vote for you 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Just be more assholish, Brianna, and the more assholish and the more pedo you'll be, the more votes you'll rake in. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to calm down here because I promised our guest that I would. I didn't promise him, and he didn't care. but I completely peed all over my fucking segue because I had it set up, Doug, and I just
fucked it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. Look, at least the white person agrees they fucked up the black person's vibe. Brianna, you know what I mean? Like,
I said it was Black History Month. That's all I got.
I'm just gonna go like this.
Doug knew that I was on something all week, so he's prepared for this. But so without a doubt, it's definitely time for us to bring on our guest. There's a lot to say about this guy, but one of the things that everybody knows him for is he's a prolific homebrewer. He is just a really wonderful human. When I met him and his wife, and he probably remembers this, I literally said, y'all are Black love. Like, they are what Black love looks like, in my personal opinion. Doug, do you agree with that?
100%. I actually, at Barrel and Flow, I talked to his wife for a while. She didn't even know who I was, and I talked to her for like 20 minutes, and I was like, I knew it was Imani's wife, but she had no idea. But like, they're the nicest people. So yeah.
It was more than 20 minutes, by the way, Doug. It felt like an hour that y'all were just like going back and forth, and like in some like y'all were in like, and I walked back and forth and was getting beers and coming back, and
we're talking kids stuff.
Keely were just Doug and Keely were like, it was just so great. So without further ado, let's bring on one of my good friends. I met him at Fresher Fest. He's literally one of the people that, like, one of my best advisors, Brianna. Honestly, like, I can just get him on the phone, and he always has. What did I tell him earlier? He always has the answers. And if I was in his class, Brianna, I would have been cheating off this motherfucker because he's smart as shit. And on that note, let's bring my man Imani. Let's bring our man Imani Powell on. And
what's up, y'all?
What's going on? How you doing, Imani? Is that a homebrew that's in your glass?
I wish it was, but it's something. I have the Dogfish Head Triple Decadence. They're 30-year stout.
Hold that up again.
Sorry.
Damn.
I have one of those in my cellaring fridge, but I haven't opened it yet.
And it definitely makes you say damn, because it is 15%, and I've been just trying to sip it.
Ooh.
I've just been trying to sip it, but it's actually so delicious. I'm kind of drinking it. So
Greg's face like
so we might be it might be an interesting show.
Yeah, at the end.
But it's definitely cool. It's a blend of, I'm trying to read this off quickly. It's a blend of their worldwide stout, but it's worldwide stout that has been aged in the Palo Santo wood tanks, a Dogfish Head whiskey barrel, and then Sam Adams Utopias. So,
oh man, all three? Jesus.
It's a blend of all three, yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, what is it? I mean, what's going on in that glass, Imani? What are you tasting?
It's a lot of chocolate. This is my second time having it. It's a lot of chocolate still, but a lot of the fruit is now coming through. But it is, and the booze has started to lessen, but it's high octane. So, and you taste the barrels. So I think sometimes you get these barrel aged stouts, and all you end up with is barrels. You get is all you taste is the barrel after a little while. So
yeah,
but it's a good one. So I'm trying to take my time with it. But like I said, it's really delicious. So yeah.
Excellent. Well,
hey,
while we're here, or we can say, Doug.
I was gonna say, just don't do like the time we had Dave Mack on and he was drank that braggot on show. He was really 3 sheets.
I'll do my best. This might be it for the night, though.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, great.
So while we're here, Imani, tell us about this, please.
Sure. Melanated Mash Makers. We are a collective of black beer curious, black beer enthusiasts, black beer homebrewers, educators who are trying to help increase the population of people involved in craft beer, as well as, when you talk about how many breweries there are in terms of the less than 1% of brewery ownership, I think a big piece of it is also to bring people into enjoying, understanding, and understanding craft beer. So what we try to do is to encourage and bring more of us, more people of color into the scene, with the potential that these are future customers for breweries. These are also future entrepreneurs to create brewery opportunities, and really just to kind of expose to the world of better beer and greater beer. I think that's kind of really our big push. There are 4 of us. We are registered with the National Homebrewers Association. We have done collaborations with other breweries historically. We've at least been able to, we've had 3 collaborations for the Barrel and Flow Fest. So like last year, we partnered up with 2 locals, which is a Black-owned brewery in Philadelphia. We've worked with Attic Brewing in Philadelphia, and we also brew with a local brewery recently called Autumn Arch for Barrel and Flow the prior year. So we did a couple of those. We've done a lot of local collaborations this year, and I think Doug had it on the show a little bit earlier. It was a shoe fly pie inspired brown ale.
Oh
yeah, I remember that.
I remember. Yeah, Brianna, I remember not having it actually.
Same.
Hey, I specifically solicited Imani to do that, and I sent him here as well. So I made a trade to get that.
And that's because I know Doug's history with Pennsylvania as well. So it was something that I wanted to make sure that it was near and dear for him. But
wait, and you forgot my history with it?
Yeah, but you Philly. That's why I sent you 2 locals. Don't make that face.
I told you this man has a fucking answer for everything. Anyway, Monty, back to what we're
Oh man, that is a comment and a half there, Chris.
Oh man. Sorry, Doug. Sorry, Doug. Can you sing, Doug?
No, not a lick. Not at all.
Can you?
Wait. Who's Ike and who's Tina? And what?
Yeah, that had a lot of that's a pretty loaded comparison there, man. Wow.
I'm blocking Chris. Fuck that.
No, I can't sing worth a damn. So let's just leave it at that.
Dog.
So, Amani.
Yeah, what's up?
Y'all clearly know I'm on some goofy fucking shit tonight. So, first of all, do y'all let non-melanated people join?
We let people. We
Look
certainly
at these beautiful black people. Oh, hold on, look at these beautiful fucking black people. But anyway, go on, Imani.
They're all awesome. But to answer your question, we certainly are a space that is welcoming to receiving assistance, potential allyship, but our intention is to really get and engage people of color in the organization, because our intention is to increase the numbers. Our intention is to be able to welcome a community of people who are sharing like-minded thoughts and have a like-minded interest. So while we would not necessarily say, no, you cannot be, you can certainly join along with us and help collaborate with us. But our enrollment and our engagement is really for Black and brown people, because we, at the core, that is our mission. And we're not, it's going to sound, it comes off a little bit this way, but we're not trying to be exclusionary. At the same time, we are trying to make sure we highlight the importance of the core group that is helping us fulfill our mission. So that's kind of the, where we stand.
So, Imani, before we get to Brianna and then Doug with the follow-ups, I do want to follow up here with you and say this. You didn't say this, but I'm going to say it. You're going to agree because I know you know what I'm about to say, which is the lack of Black-owned brewers, y'all, can be traced, in my opinion, back to the lack of Black homebrewers, because homebrewers are the ones that fuel the craft beer industry, and home brewing is generally, Monty can come after me if I'm wrong, generally, in my opinion, a privileged kind of thing. So then it's easier for, I believe, it's an easier entry for white folks than it is Black folks. And let's not even get into the whole scene, Brianna, where Black folks are pushed malt liquor and dumb, bad things, and there's no craft breweries or craft distilleries in any of our, generally speaking, any of our communities. And that's why places like Mac Brewing and Two Locals are important, because the Mac Brewing does not have a tap room yet. Two Locals does, though, and it is in West Philly. It's in a weird part of West Philly, respectfully, Imani. Not weird, because it's in that transition period between where West Philly comes black and white, if that makes sense. It's on 46th. It's on 46th Street, right? Two Locals. I know this area really well, and it's literally. Imani, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you got it. Keep going.
Right, because where they're at is where like Penn starts, y'all. University of Penn and like Drexel's around there too, and then like a little like a little further out is Temple and all that shit, right? So then it turns into not necessarily a white place; it turns into really more of like a mesh place because of the colleges, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because colleges are generally, especially if they're not HBCUs, they're generally white folks. Especially Penn, right, y'all? Okay, so cool. So that being said, Imani is killing it. Because, in my personal opinion, because he's hitting the source, and the source needs to be, we need more homebrewers that get passionate, and then those homebrewers turn into Black brewers. Am I wrong, Imani?
I don't think you're wrong. I think there's even more to it, but I do think that absolutely, that we know that a lot of breweries start out from people who were home brewers. I'm sorry, like a lot of larger breweries have started out. People were home brewing and creating a variety of beer styles, etc., and just continuing to practice their craft, and then said, hey, I'm going to go professional with this. And that's where the breweries got started. Since you brought up Dogfish Head I brought up Dogfish Head a little bit earlier, Sam Calagione, he brought his pumpkin ale, and that's kind of what launched him, and that was a homebrewed recipe, and that's what started or kicked off Dogfish Head. So our intentions, as I said before, are really to make sure that, one, people are able to understand that there's more beer out there than Corona. There's more out there than Heineken. There's more out there than, what some people would categorize as beer flavored beer or whatever kind of traditional American lager, Mexican lager, whatever have you, and help them get a better feel for the different beer styles, understand the diversity of beer styles, understand the diversity of the flavors that you can get, and be able to kind of even equate some of those to things that people would commonly drink. So, if we're really getting into a whiskey or something like that, we know that we have beers now on the market that are barrel aged. So you can kind of connect people. Okay, well, you like whiskey, that's great. Here, why don't you try this barrel aged stout? If you like some orange flavors or something that's kind of full body, a Belgian triple might be a good idea to kind of be an entryway. But even understanding that beer is something that has a wide range of flavors, a wide range of complexities and depth that can make it an enjoyable experience. There's folks who like mimosas, for example. So when I talk to people about mimosas, I talk to people about hazy IPAs. Mm-hmm. They might be they might be a little more bitter than people are looking for, but you'll get some of that orange juice, but at the same time, you get some of that booze, you get some of that fruit. If you are a person who, like my wife, tends to drink wine, and she likes it's a particular Australian wine. And when I taste it with her, I talk to her about, hey, you know what? These taste like these types of hops, typically a lot of these New Zealand hops. So then I say, why don't you try this hazy IPA? She's like, okay, I can drink that. And that's not to say or make everybody beer drinkers, but at the same time, these are entry points for people who might be used to one particular style of a drink or a community that might like certain things, that you can then say, well, why don't you try this? Because it's more than that beer that you're getting at that liquor store that popped up down where they're selling you stale beer at a high price, or skunked beer at a high price. So it's adding a little bit of sophistication to beer that I think sometimes is lacking, but then also being able to give a crowd or a group that had not traditionally been marketed to an opportunity to be able to be exposed to something like that, and to see people like us, because representation matters, for them to see us making this product, being a part of this product, being a part of this culture, being a part of being creators, being influencers within that space. And that's really the intentions of Melanated Mash Makers, is to let folks know we do exist, and we also want you to come and join the party too, because we can take over. You see all these breweries closing up. Some of it is because they don't have enough of regular group base, but they're really tapped into a market that could be there, could be there for them. Mm-hmm. There's a brewery in Philadelphia that I really enjoy, and it's a white-owned brewery, but I think they do a great job connecting in and around the community that they built their brewery in. It's called Attic Brewing, and they're located in Germantown, Philadelphia. And I think they do a great job of being able to, even though they've come into a community that could look at them and say, and instantly write them off as, oh, this neighborhood is getting gentrified. They still do events. They still have very welcoming opportunities, and they look to collaborate with breweries and other Black breweries that are in the area, or just people who reach out to really be helpful. So our intention is to just kind of continue to spread the word. We try to do tastings and events and things just to kind of bring more people into the fold of craft beer. Sorry for the long soapbox there, but I'm real about this.
No, it shows that passion really shows. And I think everything that you said was so important. And I want to touch on the liquor stores around the corner. And in the Black communities. I see people like I live in the country, and I do venture off into the city sometimes. And if I do want beer, we do have a few like local liquor stores. They're more boutique liquor stores, so they do get in a lot of beer around different parts of Georgia. But when I go to maybe like, let's say Food Lion, because I'm not going into town, the workers will like see, like maybe a sour or something like in the cans, and they'll be like, "Oh, is that soda?" I'm like, "No, it's beer." And they're like, "Well, why is the can so bright? What's this? What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a craft beer." "Well, what do you mean it's a craft beer?" Yeah. And I'm like, it has different notes to it, and this one's sour, so it might be a little fruity. Fruit in a beer? And then you see the guy walking with the huge Miller Lite or the Bud Light, and the Ultra Bud Light, and they're like, "Oh, this is the fancy one." And I'm like, is it good? And they don't want to try it because they don't know what it is and they haven't been exposed to it. But it's like there's a whole world out there, but when you haven't been exposed to it, you don't know any better and you don't want to try. And there are some people that are willing to try it, but even then, like my dad, I took him to Atlanta, and we went to, what's the Black brewery in Atlanta?
There's a couple.
There's one that Al Sharpton talks about all the time, and I can't remember what the heck the name of it was.
I think it's the one
there's more than a few. There's like 5 or something.
Atlantucky.
Yes.
Yes.
So I took him there.
Sharpton talked about, yeah.
Okay, so I took him there, and my dad is 70, so and he like used to drink Budweiser and drink beer in Germany when he was stationed there. And so I'm just like, let's just go in, let's try it out. We went through like 7 different beers. Like they were just letting him try it. And he's like, it all tastes the same to me. And I'm like, but it doesn't. But in his mind, in his palate, like that's all he knows. But then if you take somebody younger, they might be more interested. And I think, Imani, that's why it's so important for what you're doing. Because when you see somebody that looks like you doing something different, you're more intrigued, you're interested in it. You're like, well, he's doing this. Maybe I can give it a try. Maybe I can trust what he's saying and try it out. So I think it's really important. And some people don't even know that they like different things, and it can open up an avenue for them. It can become a passion project, and maybe they do have the capital from somewhere to open up a brewery. So I think what you're doing is very important. And I also wanted to ask, you said that you did different collabs for Barrel and Flow. Are you doing any this year for the ones coming up?
So I certainly hope so. In all honesty, we are already in conversation. I will not be attending the one in Louisiana this year.
No, I need you to.
We will be.
I need you to come. I'm coming.
But Brianna, Greg, Doug, and I've said it on this before. There's a collective of 2 gentlemen who are trying to establish their own brick and mortar location here, and they are great brewers. And their group is called their brewery is called Gypsum Love Brewing. Mm-hmm. They're out of Delaware. They're really good. Greg, I did send you a beer from them, that Black IPA. So just letting you know, I ain't forgot about you, and I hadn't forgotten about you. but they will be there, and I think they're great brewers who are certainly on a path to be able to step up into that next level. Liquid Intrusion, I think, will be there. They're another brew. They started out as home brewers and are now moving into that next level. There's a couple, but I definitely want to encourage, so I won't be at that one this year at the one in New Orleans, but we're actually going to meet on Sunday and we're going to talk about what our thoughts are for collaboration. We've already reached out to a couple breweries to see if they're interested in doing collaboration with us for this coming year. Last year, or last Barrel and Flow, we were able to have our own table, and I think we're going to try to do that again. But also have a collaboration beer, which again is like what we did last year. So, I hope that we'll at least be represented during the annual one they do in Pittsburgh. So, but I definitely will, keep y'all in mind and really encourage you. Like the one I think in New Orleans is going to be really, really interesting and really unique. I like that it's expanding into another area to make it more accessible, I think, for other folks as well. Because plane tickets ain't what they are, ain't what they used to be. So
no, they are not.
So making that trip can be a big deal, and it's a big deal for some of the breweries as well. To have to be able to get their merch, get their liquid from one location to the next. I do want to make sure I make one quick statement about something Greg had said, which was he talked about the capital that might be necessary to start up your own breweries and how that could be a barrier and how could it be an obstacle. And to be honest, like homebrewing is not a hobby for folks who don't have the resource, right? Like, or put it this way, you can start out, I started out doing 1 gallon batches on my stovetop, but if you start to feed into it, if you start to like what you're doing and you're getting into it and you start to do all the research and stuff, it can become expensive real quick. And one of the things that we try to do as Melanated Mash Makers is to invite people in, to join us maybe for brew days, see what the process is like, because a lot of folks don't get into it because they're afraid it's not going to taste good. And guess what? The first beer you brew probably won't. And in all honesty, your very first beer should never be your best beer. So, it's something that you kind of have to keep doing. And then you, after a while, start getting into, you see a new shiny toy that, could help you, that you believe could help make your beer better. So you got to, and a lot of times you end up having to invest in that. So, so it's what we want to try to do also, that I've been doing over time, is building a library of equipment. So people who are part of the organization, part of the group, can jump in and utilize the stuff that we have. We were fortunate enough to win a Grainfather, which is an all-in-one brewing kit. Well, now members within the group, we can all be like, okay, well, if you want to rent it out, you can sign it out. You can make your own beer from that. But we want to be able to, if you can't afford it, we want to be able to have materials that you can use so that you can kind of get that practice under your belt. So ideally, we want to try to reduce some of those barriers.
Yeah, I want to put this up.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
That's actually funny.
All right. I have some comments because I have a few things for Imani, but first I want to go with my second beer, because this is, Greg, this is in my wheelhouse because it is Baklava Brown Ale from Strange Bird, which has become one of my new favorite breweries out of Rochester, New York. But they make just some really, they make a lot of just straight up, here's my style of this Pilsner, and they make everything true to style usually. This is a little bit different for them to do something where they're adding flavors. So they're using a local Greek sweets place that's a Greek pastry shop to put their baklava in it, which I think is cool. It's 6.5%, not super high. They have Baklava is Life on the can, which is fun. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a call because you're gonna put an adjunct like that in it, and I want to see how you're making that work. A brown ale is a pretty good vehicle for baklava, though, I think. So I could see how that would be what you'd try to pair it with. So Also, one of my favorite glasses from Liquid State. That's just a gorgeous glass.
That's cool.
That's their logo too. So they're out of Ithaca, New York. So, but
Fantastic.
you see the color on that. It's a nice color for a brown ale. Don't smell a lot more than a brown ale on the nose, but ooh, that's tasty, man. It's got like all those elements of a baklava, like just with a brown ale. So it's like got this nice sweet tone to the brown ale, which is really, really nice. But it's not overwhelming. It's not like here's like I'm going to overwhelm your palate with sweet, but it's just really, really well done. So
That's awesome.
Strange Bird. I'm going to have to send some Strange Bird stuff to you folks because their brewers are just superb. So I wanted to also
where were they? Where are they located again?
Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
but they every beer I've had from them has just been a banger. I've been really, really, really impressed with the stuff they make.
Doug, real quick before you get to Imani, Rochester is southern upstate New York, right?
No, that is Western
northern?
New York. No, it's Western New York. It's
western southern, though, right? Like it's close to Pennsylvania. That would be southern, right?
I think it is. It's below. It's either shit. I can't. It's near Buffalo. It's within like an hour or so of Buffalo. Okay. So gotcha. That's so it's over in Western New York somewhere. I don't know. Like I am terrible with directions, so I'm the worst person to ask.
I think it's close to Pennsylvania-ish, like Erie-ish. So then that would be something like that. But anyway, go on. Yeah.
So I want to also state that one of my favorite home brews I've had in probably the past 10 years was your ESB that Melanated Mash Makers made that we had at Barrel and Flow. That was just a fucking awesome goddamn homebrew. I was just like, Jesus, do you have more of that? That was a superb homebrew.
You're the only one. Like everybody was ranting and raving about that.
I'm not the only one saying that. That was a really good beer. But I wanted to comment a bit about your idea of like your Melanated Mash Makers is your group of trying to promote Black folks into brewing, and how like you want the support of white folks, but the group itself should be that. And I think people who are really trying to be allies for folks, you should understand that. Like I'm going to venture a bit off topic, but not really. So in my corporate job, I was the head of global pride committee. I'm not queer, but I have multiple family members who are. But it was important for me as a very straight white guy. I say very straight white guy. Let's put it that way. Very straight might be a little over exaggeration. But like the idea of me being there is being like, all right, well, I'm going to try to help promote those folks. So I'm trying to be an ally, but I don't want to be the focus because that's not what it should be, right? So I feel like that's kind of how people should understand that, you know, what you're saying isn't out of turn. That's how it should be. Like you should have folks who support you who aren't in the group, but understanding that that group's not for you. It doesn't mean you're not welcome to hang out and do all that stuff. It's just you should be supportive of whatever role that means for you in that capacity. So it's not really a question. It's more like that's just, again, I could have the wrong perspective of this completely because I'm a white person with all the privilege in the world. But like, is that, I feel like that was what I got out of it. Is that how you would see it? Or am I reading that wrong?
No, I think you're reading it correctly. And I think there are spaces where we want to make sure that our mission doesn't get diluted. And I know that's a terrible way to, well, no, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. It is. We don't want our mission and our vision to get diluted. You know, I think that we are a group that is open to assistance in what it is that we're doing, but we also want to ensure that the integrity of our mission and the integrity of what we want to do and what we're looking to accomplish is one that does not get sidetracked by ulterior interests. We have that's where our passion and our interest does lie, you know, is to ensure that we are centered in this, and not too much other noise going along with it. And I think that's where that is where we stand.
Okay, sorry, I
Yes,
didn't want to presume. That was how I was seeing it, as I wondered what that was kind of the sense of what you were trying to do.
I do absolutely, I do agree with you. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Greg's typing away over there.
No, my mic was muted. It's
Oh, I think it was Brianna.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Usually it's me because my mic is like right by my keyboard, so I'm like tap, tap, and I'm a very loud typer, so like I thought it was usually me.
I do want to chime in.
But Doug, it was my fault because I asked her a question and that's what she was typing. So you can blame the black man instead of the black woman this time.
No. I will do no such thing. I will do no such thing. I'll blame nobody.
Well, good. That's yeah, right. Anyway, Monty.
Now I do want to say though that Greg really kind of put it out there about winning the medal, and I want to definitely say like, no, I want to say congratulations. And there is a bit of me, and I'm full disclosure, there's a bit of me that's jealous because you got some hardware that you can put up there, because I haven't won any hardware.
And Imani, unfortunately, I have to play this. You not like me, buddy.
But I absolutely want to, like, I give props where props are due. I give props where props are due. And, to earn that medal and to be a part of that, to be, a visionary in getting that done, that is well deserved. And that is very important to make sure that, yes, you talk your stuff. I don't expect this to be downhill, to go back to JHG's comment. I don't expect this to be downhill. I expect great things to come out of it. Even if it's just, whether it's just to simply be like, hey, I did this, I can hang my hat on this, but also use it as, I can do this again. I can do this again. I can do this again. And, bring home that hardware, so I'm all for it.
And while giving credit where credit is due, that is the man behind the beer. That's my boy.
Also,
Dwayne.
great pin on his shirt.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're a good person.
Dwayne is a real one in that way. If y'all witnessed his post on Facebook, he there's no fucks given for him, and that's part of why this can happen, to be honest with you, because y'all know I ain't fucking with that in any way, shape, or form. And Dwayne and I have just been friends for 10 plus years now. He's just a great human, and clearly he's a great home brewer. Shout out to Dwayne.
And so are you.
And thank you, Imani. Honestly, thank you, Imani, because listen, Dwayne brewed this beer, but it was my idea to put it where it was put and all that. So like there was, definitely a good collaboration in this. So again, shout out to Imani, and the highest of fucking praise from Imani, Doug, because you know what I think of him as a home brewer. And Imani knows what I think of him as a home brewer, because Imani's like, damn, dude, you got to stop talking about me starting a brewery, because I'm not going to fucking do it. Like, and no. He doesn't say it that way, y'all. He says it in that like elegant, smart Imani way that you can't even like. You ever talk to someone, Brianna, where like they just say things that you just can't come back at them? You know what I mean? Like you're just like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like some people you just have
to drink your drink and just keep it moving.
Yeah, you just gotta like peace. But
There's a bring it back to my old heritage. There's an Irish saying that someone like Imani can tell you to go to hell in such a way that makes you look forward to the trip.
Oh.
Fucking nailed it.
And that is not saying you're telling people to go to hell, Imani. I mean, it's like you have a way of expressing yourself that just like there's an ease that you give people in ways that I don't know how to explain, other than it's you. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm humbled and thank you.
All right.
I'm also like I'm also like, hey, I'll be selfish here, but I will say when I'm proud of another Black person, I want to make sure that they know that. And Greg, I sent you a message before. But I also want to tell you that when I'm proud of another Black man, I'm proud of another Black woman, I'm going to let you know, because these are things that sometimes we don't get the recognition for that's appropriate for what we've done. People might say, hey, that's great, but we don't always get it doesn't always have to be a ticker tape parade, but you should get your props for this.
Clock it.
You were the visionary on this beer.
Clock it.
That's you. So congratulations.
Man, thank you. And now I've taken too much praise, and we're gonna have to go to something else because this is just too much.
Can I ask one more thing of Imani? One more thing before we shift? One more thing.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Doug, I granted to you. Go ahead.
Okay. So you were mentioning, Imani, about having you were mentioning about having equipment. Sorry, Greg. So you're allowing folks, if you're wanting other folks in the Black community come and like, hey, I want to brew and I want to try this. So I look at that as like, it seems like almost like you ever seen the things where people have like, we have all these resources and all this equipment. If you want to rent tools, if you want to rent this, like, is it something in that capacity where you're like, I have all these resources, how can I let my community do that? Is it in that sort of spirit?
It is, and it's about reducing barriers. And what I do professionally, like when I'm not doing my hobby of homebrewing, what I do professionally, much of my career has been based on finding opportunities to reduce barriers for people to entry.
Yeah.
So this is if a barrier is, I've never homebrewed before. I'm interested in beer, but I've never made a beer on my own. Then let's see if we can find a way to at least give you the resources to give it a try. Because if you try it, you're going to find out whether you like the process or not, whether this is something you want to invest in. But if people don't have access to that equipment, they're always going to kind of be looking at, I either need to get money up for something that I might end up not enjoying, or I'm going to get money up to then get into something and maybe I'll enjoy it and stick with it. But the idea is we want to be able to provide access to individuals who might be interested in something like this. You might do it and not care for it and say, I don't feel like spending all this time mashing grains. I don't want to spend all this time going out and getting, ingredients. But I also look at it as, if you are a person who likes to cook, you like to make tea, if you like to brew coffee, something like that, give it a try and find out if this is something you like. Now, understand that if you get engaged in it and you really enjoy it, somewhere farther down the line, you're probably going to end up investing a little bit more money into this. But it's something that brings me a lot of joy. It tickles both my artsy side and my sciencey side, which I never thought I really had until I started to understand little bit elements of chemistry, enough to be dangerous. Let's put it that way. So yes, it's the idea is to help reduce barriers, and that's a platform that has always been a part of my career and just a part of my life, is to help reduce barriers to entry for realistically anyone, but particularly for Black and brown people, just to reduce barriers to entry.
I have one more question for you, Imani.
Do it.
Okay, so where are you based at? Like,
Sure,
where's the group based at?
Our group, we're located in the state of Delaware.
Okay.
And which is a nice space to be, largely because geographically we're close to major cities in the mid-Atlantic and kind of tri-state area. So we primarily try to serve the area of Delaware because that's the closest to us, obviously. But people in Maryland, people in Pennsylvania who may want to try to engage with us or want to engage with us, we certainly will open that conversation, have those pieces there. But I think that we're in a nice location because we have, within an hour you can be in parts of South New Jersey or South Jersey, parts of Pennsylvania, particularly southeastern Pennsylvania. So that includes Philadelphia, Bucks County, Chester County, Montgomery County, things like that. And then also close to Maryland. So, you can be Baltimore,
PG County, all of that.
Yeah. So it's relatively easy to kind of get to us.
And what happens if, let's say somebody lives, like I live in the South, but let's
Sure.
say somebody is interested and they want the community, but they don't have community. Let's say in Atlanta. Atlanta's the closest like big city.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would they still be able to connect with you and like, I guess maybe get guidance from you and things like that and build some type of community with you?
From a personal standpoint, I am someone who is very open that if people have questions,
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to share what I've learned over this process, because I always believe in shared learning. And I hope I'm not boring folks, but
You're not.
But
We're asking
really,
questions for a reason. Yeah.
Interested though, like if somebody's
But I am
interested, then you could be, like you're not going to bore them at all.
I'm very into shared learning though. Like if someone has a question about something, I'm happy to offer what my experience has been and what my thoughts have been about whatever the topic may be, if I know something about it. But if I don't, I'm always open. One of my favorite things to say to people is, tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way I can learn too, and be able to make something better, or to get a better understanding. I one of the things I struggle with right now as a home brewer, and I've been homebrewing for many years, is water chemistry. And I have a book about water chemistry, but sometimes I don't want to read 200 to 300 pages about water when someone could kind of help me out with, okay, well, these are pieces of that water chemistry you can include in your water.
Mm-hmm.
Start off by getting a water report, and then figure out what types of things, like what does gypsum do to your water? What does calcium chloride do to your water? So there are little pieces and bits there that just by sharing that information helps quite a bit. So if people are wanting to get in touch, like I'm at Melanated Mash Makers, I'm at decklife.brewlife on Instagram, both of those on Instagram, like shoot me a question. Like, okay, I don't know much about it, or I do. I've had people reach out to me about building a keezer, converting a chest freezer into a place where you can install your taps, and serve from there. So we've done a lot of things. So
okay, I just wanted to ask. I have my best friend lives in Charlotte, and he's a home brewer. So he doesn't have any community in Charlotte. Charlotte's black beer community it's not huge, so it was just a question.
Charlotte's a beautiful place.
It is. Charlotte is home. That's my hometown. So
it's a beautiful place.
Yes, it's Charlotte. I will say it's turned into a baby Atlanta, and it's tough. But everybody who's not from Charlotte, they love Charlotte, and
I respect it.
Charlotte's home, though. I'm not gonna lie. Charlotte will always be home, but it's a little too busy for this country girl. So
Brianna, you said a lot in a little bit.
Yeah,
I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you're coming from.
Okay, yes.
So we have been talking some fairly serious stuff, but I think it's time for you guys to get a little bit of silliness in here. So, why don't we let Greg take it away here on this next bit?
He's coming back.
All right.
So, Brianna, since you've been here, we started a new segment, which is people have to explain emojis to me because clearly I'm using them in the wrong context. I use them at wrong times. I don't put the right ones out there. People don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They think a thumbs up is passive aggressive. They think that smiling emojis are sarcastic. They think the fire emoji is cold. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Excuse my language, but I don't know what.
I just want to say that I hate the thumbs up. I hate it. I hate it.
My heart hurts. My heart hurts. Brianna.
I'm sorry. I think you guys sometimes send me the thumbs up, and I'm like, is there something else they need to say to me?
I am an old white man. A thumbs up is just this. That is it for me. I have no nuance.
My dad is black and 70. When he sends me a thumbs up, I said, "So what does this mean?"
No context. Just that's it. Anyway, sir.
Wait. No, what happened to the thumbs up just being yes? It's everything's cool.
I don't feel.
What is it to you when you see it? What does it say to you?
It says.
What does it say to you when? So Brianna, listen. Brianna's like, listen. I'm gonna make a scenario, right? So the scenario is, I'm like, Brianna, can you come on the show next week? Is it cool? We need you. And Brianna's like, yeah, man. I got y'all back.
You get all the energy.
I love y'all. No, I got y'all back. I love y'all, right? And then I'll put a thumbs up, and then she's gonna get annoyed. So please explain where I went wrong.
It's just like, instead of just giving me a thumbs up, why didn't you just respond back and say, "Oh, we'd love to have you. We're so happy that you're here. Thank you so much." Not just this. Look, this is what it looks like. That's what it is. That's what it's giving. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So face.
So hold on, Doc. So last week we had the green check. Do you hate that one too?
It depends what like the context of it.
Fucking can't.
This is so perfect.
I literally fucking can't with y'all. I just can't. Like
you, but also, Greg, sometimes people should just not use emojis. You know, it's okay. Why don't you use what's it called? A GIF? A GIF? A GIF? Why don't you use that? Why do you just
now? So now
I'll send you a GIF of a guy going like this.
And you're gonna get blocked, Doug. You're gonna get blocked. Blocked.
All right, sorry.
This perfect. This is so perfect. This is legitimately why this is one of my favorite.
It's the dumbest thing. It is so funny.
Oh no, Daniel! No, Daniel!
Wait, what's wrong with this one?
I don't know. This one looks a little coked out.
Listen, we didn't even get to the emojis today yet, y'all.
Oh my god!
I fear I'm getting kicked off the show.
All right, let's get to this. Let's get to the new ones.
Thank you. Oh no, he just gave all the thumbs up. It's okay. I'm being taunted now, but it's okay.
So is JHG going to get blocked 5 times?
No.
5 times. Block.
So Brianna, I feel bad, and I'm literally going through my IG messages to you to see if I put.
You know, Imani, you might have at one point.
I'm so self-conscious. Like,
it's okay. It's all right. Everybody gets a trial period. You know, it's cool. But now you guys know.
I did it. I did do it.
And Imani, when you did it, I probably was like, "Oh, for real? Okay." All right.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Wait,
I am Doug. I am afraid to go in our thread with Brianna. I'm not even going.
I'm gonna thumbs up the shit out of everything.
It's all through. every other message is a thumbs up from you guys.
No, it's just going to be gifts of thumbs up. As
I-
many
I
of them I can find.
I almost didn't come on the show today because I think Greg gave the thumbs up earlier. I was like, oh, well, I don't need to show up because he just gave a thumbs up. So he's not even thrilled. It's fine.
Oh, man.
Okay, so so with that being said, y'all, we didn't even get to the emojis tonight. And actually, I flipped the emojis because now I want to present the first one as opposed to the second one because I don't know what Brianna's going to think about this motherfucker. What do you think about this?
So are we dead?
Motherfucker.
Are we dying? That one's okay. I don't send that personally.
What does it mean to you?
I'm dead.
And what does that mean?
Like dead, like if something has happened, like let's say you sent me something really funny and I'm like, I'm just dead, like, I'm dead.
Okay.
I hope you're not sending these in like messages though.
So the way I use it, because this whole segment is about me apparently literally almost getting blocked. So I use it as this, just what you said. I'm dead. Like this shit is it's big. It's higher end than that laugh emoji with the crying on the side. Because I think he's the you know what I mean? Like he's like the most extreme laughing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That guy on the side and all that. So to me, the dead is upper level. Like I'm probably literally laughing out loud when I use this emoji.
That's so crazy because
Mm-hmm.
you don't use the GIFs or the GIFs, whatever they're called.
Well, listen, excuse my language. Why in the fuck do I need to go to the GIF thing when I have 200 emojis, Brianna? What are you talking about? I don't need to go in that.
Because you're sending skeletons.
If I'm dead.
But you could literally send a GIF that's like.
So Doug, clearly this was a mistake to bring Brianna on and do the fucking emojis.
This is great.
Clearly. No, this was a mistake.
I want to hear what Imani and Doug has to say. I want to hear what Imani and Doug has to say. I'm quiet the rest of the time. I'm dead. No. I'm dead. Greg, I'm dead.
I'm the producer, and I actually want to end this segment forever. So, like,
please don't.
Actually, I want to kill it. I want to kill it. Actually, no, we're gonna kill it because Brianna.
If you killed it, that's when you would use the emoji. The skeleton, you killed it. It's dead.
Listen. You've been out of control on this, but you are like a bucking bronco, just not even in the heart. It's just wild. So, yes, let's get some sanity here.
But wait. I want to hear what Imani and Doug has to say.
Right. We're going to get some sanity in this bitch, and we're going to go to Imani.
I'm overall in the same camp as Brianna about like it says to me that you're dead. About you probably said something funny, and it was so funny that I'm dead. Like we can end this conversation. We can end that part right here because what you said is that thing that is got me, not only just laughing out loud. Like at this point, like there's nothing that can be said after this that's more funny. But I do want to say, Brianna, sometimes it's too much effort to get to then find a GIF that's appropriate for that situation.
I'm the GIF queen. I'm the GIF queen. I'm the queen of them. They come in hot. They come in hot.
She's the queen, y'all, but don't use the thumbs up gift, right, Doug? What do you think about this, Doug?
Queen to be.
Okay, Doug. Oh, you're right. You are right.
Terrible rendition of Coming to America. She's the queen to be.
Whatever you like, Greg. Whatever you want, Greg.
Where's the head slap emoji when I need it?
No, you should be using the dead emoji for that, for how grandiose that gesture was with my singing. I'm with you guys on this. It is like literally that's too funny. I'm slayed. I'm dead. That is just too fucking funny. That's how I use that. Yeah, I've never seen it used for boredom, but
Of boredom is hilarious. That's the funniest
but
thing.
that's actually an interesting way to use it. I've never thought of using it that way. So I'm in agreement with you guys. Yeah. So.
And there's no alternatives. Y'all don't see. There's not.
There's the one with the crossbones behind it.
Yeah, but we're just staying on this one. There's no other way that could be. I just need to know that can't be skewed and then get me blocked on, from people like Brianna.
It's the thumbs up though. It's the thumbs up though.
Okay. Well,
you see how that feels? You see how that feels? It's weird. It's awkward. You see
The thing is, you're putting a face next to it that is like, which that isn't what the thumbs up looks like itself.
So go on, Doug.
No, I was going to ask it real quick to the gift queen. Is there a particular like genre that you go? I can find a queen from this. I can find a clip for a gift for this. Like mine's SpongeBob. If I'm going to use a gift, I'm going to find a SpongeBob gift that fucking fits because there's a million gifts for that.
It's just kind of anything because I just
type like Schitt's Creek or The Office or something dumb shit.
So like so earlier I was distressed because I didn't get my J. Cole ticket in time, and so my friend said, "Did you get the ticket?" I typed in distressed into the gift, and it had the lady from American Horror Story sliding down the wall. And I sent that to him and I said, it's not going well. And I sent that.
All right. So Brianna is an emoji hater is what I'm hearing now. So that's literally where we're at. So my research says that there's a when someone feels bold or rude or unexpected, it marks a moment that someone crossed the line in a funny way. So, like, it seems like it's a skull, but in a weird way, we all think it's funny. So, emojis, I should just stop using them. I literally should stop using them. So now this one here, y'all, I think is mismessaged. I don't even think Brianna can mess this one up, but she probably will. So
I'm not saying anything else.
Brianna, since you're the one with weird emoji vibes.
Weird emoji?
Mm-hmm.
This one is crying, laughing. Sometimes people put it for like if they're really crying, and I don't like that. But if you're just crying, laughing, that's there. Mm-hmm.
Why don't you like it?
If they're crying, it confuses me because it's supposed to be for laughing. But some people put like I'm crying. Like they're sad. Like I see people like put it underneath RIP and I'm like, that should not be there.
Imani?
Said my piece.
This one sometimes I use this. I say this in my head when you have some of the other emojis pop up. This one is out of my age bracket, so I don't use this one so much. This would be where I probably put and someone is talking about it in the chat. I guess it's a GIF or a GIF. I don't know how you.
I don't know how to say it. I call it anything.
I call it a GIF because that's probably what I'm most used to saying.
Sometimes I call it a gift, but I don't think that's it either.
I don't know, but I don't really use that one. I would take it as somebody legitimately crying because it's another one that they're laughing and you kind of see the tears coming out the side of their eyes that looks more like I'm laughing about it. This one I would probably say as someone's actually crying about something, and at that point I really need to exit the conversation. Like, y'all, this is a point where I'm not dealing with you on text. You either need to call me and we can talk this out, or we're going to end this conversation right here. So if I said something that upsetting to you, we need to talk about it. I'm not going to do this over text message.
Brianna, at some point, emoji's literally going to start a war.
I mean,
on this show.
No. I'm talking about real war, like guns and shit. Like someone's gonna like.
You're not
maybe, like,
supposed
in
to
a
be
group chat.
sending them. You're not supposed to be sending random emojis.
So I can't send this one.
You can.
But what?
My lips are sealed.
Doug,
right.
where you
Doug,
at with
your
this one?
turn. Your turn, Doug.
This is not a crying laughing emoji because the mouth is like this. That is not how you laugh. You don't go ha 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 ha. You laugh. That's not how you do that. It is a crying emoji or something. And I will tell you, I don't use this a lot. My kids do. My kids use it when something doesn't go right for them, and they're just like, "This didn't work," and I'm like, "Okay, I get what you're saying." But yeah, that's how my kids use it.
So that's feeding into what Imani was saying, because Imani says that that's quote not in his age range. So I didn't even know
I would
that.
agree.
But hold on, no, I didn't. Y'all gonna have to explain why some emojis are for young people and some are for old. Is that what I'm?
Clearly, this is for old people. But
Definitely. Definitely. And I'm not even young. I'm 36.
oh my God, you're 20 years younger than me.
But still, I don't know what the kids are doing these days.
Yeah, our co-host.
I don't even know what they're saying in the music. Why?
Our
Hence why
co-host-
I'm going to see J. Cole.
Our co-host is the epitome of black don't crack, because I would never guess,
I would never.
minute
I would
over
have said
26.
24. At
well,
most.
a minute over 20, a
24?
minute over 26.
Yes. Listen, I'd say Imani's in his mid 20s. I'm not shitting you. You guys look fucking great, and I look like somebody knocked me with 50 rocks.
Oh no, you don't, Doug. No,
From an
you
age
don't.
perspective. So yeah.
You do not, Doug, but also like whether somebody looks a certain way, my body reminds me every morning what my age really is.
That
Every
part.
morning.
Yeah, it's true.
I had my massage gun on my shoulder before I got on here, and I said, I hope they don't notice that it's stiff, because at some point I'm not going to be able to move. No,
I get up in the morning and I'm trying to do like squats and everything. It sounds like Rice Krispies. Every morning.
Hey, would you like, so as a person of a certain age, I have been going to physical therapy because I have a rotator cuff problem that I didn't get injured. My shoulder decided I don't like how that you do that anymore. So I didn't do anything to it. It's just like I'm really inflamed, and I can't raise my arm like past this. And I'm right-handed. So it's like, this really sucks. And I shoot basketball right-handed, and guess what I can't do? I can't shoot a basketball at all. So I have to shoot on my basketball. When I play basketball with my kids, I have to go shoot it with my left hand, which I can shoot like that, but it sucks.
So Brianna, JG, hold on, Doug. Well,
sorry.
Classic.
Krispies.
That is so on. What is that, on brand?
That's Manny. Yeah.
I thought it was on point. Is it not on point?
It's so on brand here.
JG has a message for you, Brianna.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's the water in the wine.
JG, don't feed this troll, please. Stop it. I'm done with this segment because I
thought you had another one, Greg. I thought you had another one.
You ruined it, and I need to take my ball and go home. I love that one, and Joe's groovy, so that's good for him.
Yeah.
So Brianna, we're going to go to a different thing here, and Joel is my business partner, one of my best friends now. I talk to him literally 24 hours a day. It feels like.
Is this the person who was in the picture?
Yeah, and him and I are like brothers in breweries. Like, we're so geeked out about breweries. It would probably make even people who love beer obnoxious. This guy, Brianna, has been to 50. He's been to breweries in 50 states, and he's almost getting to 1,500. So Yeah, he's idiotic, but he goes to all these breweries and he knows about logos and stuff. So I asked him to give us some logos, right? And that's why he inspired this. So we look at the logos and then we rate them. So we're going to put one up and you can start.
Oh, you having a ball tonight.
Do you want to go last on this one, or you want to?
Yep, I would like to go last, Greg.
Okay, Imani.
I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll go.
She says it like my mother too. It's so
stank.
Oh my god. Anyway, Imani, you have Monument City Brew, and I think this is out of Baltimore.
Yeah, they're in Maryland. Yep.
Okay. Imani, what do you think about this one?
I'm a terrible judge of brewery logos, and
why would you say that?
Because I there's the graphic designer side that everybody seems to that people seem to kind of have. For me, it's I just want to know who you are. Give me the words, let me know who you are. So it works for me as far as I can tell this is Monument City Brewing Company. You take those words away, and I'm looking at a M, a C, a B, maybe some I's, a Y. I got a whole bunch of letters going on, so I'm confused. So the graphic part of it doesn't do it for me, but I like to be able to. But I do like the wording at the bottom to be able to know this is who you are. But the lettering doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It doesn't flow word wise to me because I've got what I think might be I's in there. I've got Y's, I've got a C, I've got a B. I don't know what that means.
I'm going to reluctantly go to Doug next because I think we're about to.
That is a one. A one. That is the worst. That is the worst one you've shown me, and that's saying something for me. It's a bunch of different fonts. The monument looks weird. It's just this beige with not even really. It's like a lighter version of black. Like I just don't care for that logo at all. Maybe their beers are fantastic. I do not like the typeface for Monument at all. Not for me.
Imani, are you familiar with their beers?
I am.
How are their beer? Because I like I said, their beer might be fantastic. I'm really not a fan of that logo at all.
I think Monument City is a solid brewery in terms of what they do. If I remember correctly, they had a Hefe that I really enjoyed. I think that was Monument City. I like you had them on. I think last week. Ministry Brewing was really good, but I don't recall if Monument City is a real neighborhood or area. To answer Daniel Fisher's question, in Baltimore, I don't really recall a Monument City, but the part that also doesn't jive with me is the city part is on the second line when I think that city should be emphasized. Monument City should be emphasized. Brewing Company is kind of a secondary piece of that, or that's what they are. They're a brewery. But I don't know if Monument City is a real neighborhood or area, though. In all honesty, it probably is. It's just not one I'm familiar with.
Yeah, the idea of Monument City and then Brewing Company, I think if they would have figured out, like, if they had said Monument City and the monument was that typeface, but it was like smaller, and Monument City was together, that might work better. It feels just disconnected to me. But again, I'm not a graphic design person, so that's just me speaking out of my ass.
Well, respectfully, none of us are, and we all know that, so that's not the point. Respectfully, but we will get an expert opinion here in a minute, and it's definitely not respectfully Brianna's. So Brianna, because I'm still mad about
you know what?
Get over the emojis.
You can pass. You can pass by me, and you can bring in the expert.
Okay. Hold on. We will, and that is me because it's my turn. Thank you. So I can't say enough about how I completely 100% agree with Doug. This is an unmitigated disaster. Actually, it is terrible. So the thing that is the worst thing about it, like Imani said, is that city hanging on that second thing. Like, to me, Monument City is something that should be together, and then brewing companies should be different. The fact that the city goes to the bottom and like it's just it's a fucking disaster. Also, no one mentioned that where's the color in this fucking thing? Like, it doesn't pop in any way. Is that the main logo? It doesn't even pop. It's just so bland. It's just terrible. And yeah. So with that being said, we're actually going to bring on.
Wait, I did have one thing to say.
Yes, please. No, we want to hear it, please.
I looked it up because you guys asked, was it like a neighborhood or something like that? So I did look it up, and it says Elwood Park / Monument is a historic developing residential neighborhood in East Baltimore. So maybe that's why they named it that.
Mm-hmm.
Did I know Mount write that when I was researching that?
I know Mount Vernon. I don't know. Never in my history have I ever heard Monument City or Monumental City.
Well, it said it's a developing residential, so I think we might all know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that this was a brewery? If so, then I think we know where it came from. That's all I had to say.
Wow. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to bring on Jonathan Heisey Grove of Jonathan Heisey Grove Designs. We affectionately known as JHG, who is the designer of Badger Beer Report, who is the designer of Greg Washington's Network, and what this?
Yes.
You know what, Daniel? You get the medal tonight, Daniel. You get the medal.
I thought Greg had the medal. I'm a little disappointed.
Sorry, Greg.
No, Rihanna's been dissing all night, so she just might as well keep dissing. So, anyway, what's up, JHG? Nice to meet you, or see you. Meet you. That's weird.
See you.
What? Hi,
JHG.
Give us the deets. Give us the deets, dude.
It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. Everything that was just said here in this space is absolutely right. It's a fucking mess. From fonts to lack of color to the fact that you've got there's no cohesion to this thing at all. You don't know what is the primary part of this logo. You don't know what the font is. There is like 3 or 4 different fonts in there. Don't know why there's a arrowhead. No, not an arrowhead. The tail feathers of an arrow in the middle of the thing. Maybe that's supposed to be.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be wheat. Like
that was my guess too. My guess it's wheat, but yeah.
It's wheat. It's wheat.
But I get it.
If you can't even decipher that from the logo, then it's a mess.
Poor babies.
And
that's a 1 out of 10.
Now I do agree. I do agree with the thumbs down. That one's a good one.
You ain't gonna get off these emojis, are you? But Brianna, so what number did you give it?
I'm just quiet on this. I'm just quiet on this one.
Okay, Imani, did you have a number?
I don't think I had a number. But I'll give it a 3 just because it at least tells me what it is. I can read it and see what it is. So I'm giving you like SAT credit. Like you put your name on the project.
Woo!
So I can at least know like, hey, if I'm having your beer, I can say, all right, if I'm next time I cruise through Mount Vernon, and I want to go to Monumental or Monument Brewing. So I know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not Monumental, just Monument City.
Right.
Monument.
All right. Well, maybe we can get better results with this one. We will start with Imani. It seems like Brianna wants to go at the end and like cherry pick her little thing and do whatever she's trying to do.
All right.
Yeah, Brianna and I are in war because she started this shit with the emojis, and it's just not going to end.
I'm just going to send her nothing but gifts for the rest of the time we talk. It's going to be great.
I am going to Tom Petty until this damn stream is over. So anyway,
you really coming for Marilyn's neck today, aren't you?
I'll just come out first and just say I'm not fooling with this one. I'm not feeling this one at all.
You coming for Marilyn's neck?
What's up with Guilford Hall Brewery, Imani?
You're gonna get me in a lot of trouble with Maryland breweries tonight. Golly. I have a friend who literally lives across the street from Guilford.
So Imani,
that's not their fault. Doesn't mean they have to be a stand for Guilford. They just live across the street.
Imani, I think you were in the comment section when we were doing Wisconsin breweries, and I just said I was going to pass while these guys were tearing up Boulder Junction, who is in my fucking collab. Y'all went out and killed fucking Boulder Junction, the third woman brewery in Wisconsin, and all this shit. And y'all were like, Boulder Junction looks like it's in Canva or whatever the fuck. So I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm just making a comment that you're coming at Maryland's neck.
I know. Well, Joel gave me 4 Baltimore for last week because last week was Matt Pressberry. So he gave me ones because of Matt Pressberry, and I had 2 left over. So that's why we're here. So Imani, if you would like to pass, you can, and we can give it to Doug because I think Doug's going to tear this one to shreds too.
I'm happy to go. Terrible color choices. I feel like the name is actually kind of cool. Guilford Hall Brewery sounds like kind of like a cool, like either a Bostonian or an Irish thing. Like it sounds cool, and the font idea isn't bad. Just the colors are just awful, and the way it's structured around Guilford Hall, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just not astute enough as a graphic designer kind of person because I'm not a graphic designer. I just really sorry. I just saw Daniel's comment. You could put up some logos like.
Thank you, Daniel.
That made me fucking laugh. Oh my god! This is slightly because of I feel like the name has the right idea, just terrible choices for the design and the color. It's not as bad as the last one, but it's not good. That makes sense.
JHG.
Well, the first comment I had right out of the gate was going to be about the goddamn outline. So tired of people using outlines for fucking logos. It's like almost like a default. I don't know what I'm doing, so let's put an outline on it. Oh, it looks better. No, I have the same kind of comment as the previous one that Imani had. It sounds like it's supposed to be Guilford Hall Brewery. Why is it Guilford Hall Brewery? Right? It doesn't flow right.
Oh,
I'm in agreement.
Okay.
I would chime in. I know, and just because this is one I do go to frequently, because like I said, I have people who live right near it. It is on Guilford Avenue, but yeah,
Okay.
I still would have put Hall in
Yeah,
that.
together. It should be together, and either it's stacked or it's next to each other. But to put Hall Brewery underneath that doesn't make mental sense.
And I don't know this, but when you go inside, it has a very, like, I guess, German, what I would envision to be like a German pub kind of atmosphere to it. So I don't know if that's part of what the whole part is or not. And I think that kind of comes up in the I think Daniel Fisher might be onto something there, but
Maybe.
I still feel like
as an outsider, it doesn't
right.
make sense, right? As someone who doesn't know the logic behind doing it this way, my brain says it's not working right?
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean, I like some of the I understand why they did the outline, because they have that ornamental stuff at top and bottom, and I think they were trying to mirror that look with the outline, I guess. But it doesn't work. It doesn't quite work. And then on top of it, it's got a shadow, and there's no other shadows in there. You've got an outline to show a shadow. Like, maybe make Guilford all gold with the shadow instead of having an outline on the shadow color that's inside. It's like the logic is not making sense.
The logic is not logicking.
It's not logicking at all.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
that was fun. Now, before we start to wrap up and get out of here, we're going to give Brianna one last chance to save herself here, y'all. And the chance is here, y'all. Here you go. So, Brianna, what is the worst topping on a pizza? And you only get one. Wait, that's two toppings, though, Brianna. Can you do this right?
Pineapple.
Wow. Wait. What? Do it again, please.
I love pineapple.
Do it again, please.
Pizza, by the way.
Do it again.
Yikes.
Well, Brianna said she liked that thumbs down bullshit.
Yeah, thumbs down is cool. Pineapple's gross on a pizza.
So, thumbs down is better than thumbs up.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah.
Doug, what is the worst topping on a pizza? Can you get this?
Olives. Fucking olives.
And
olives
I love
on pizza.
Olives on my pizza.
Olives are terrible on pizza.
Black
The only thing that gives it competition is anchovies.
Oh, that's gross.
Anchovies are great if you mix them in a salad because you can mash them, on top of the pizza. They're terrible. She didn't like that. Didn't like that comment, Craig.
Oh, sorry. Imani, what's the worst topping on the pizza?
Mushrooms, because why? Sorry. Mushrooms, because why?
You ain't wrong.
I like the response. I can see where Doug's coming from with regard to anchovies, with regard to olives. It's too much salt. You're adding too much salt.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Mushrooms don't really taste like much of anything, and so it makes me just feel like you're not adding anything here. So why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's part of it. Is like I have to watch sodium intake for obvious reasons, but like I actually don't like the taste of olives. Like even if they're just
the texture is the texture. What are you for?
Yeah. Brianna just giving us the stank eye over there. What is up?
Oh my god. She hasn't been here for like 8 months or Doug, and she comes in like a wrecking ball.
Sass. Just bring the sass, baby. Bring it.
JG, what is the worst topping on pizza? And what will never appear on a pizza in your house?
Well, I can't say that I don't like anchovies on a pizza because I don't think I've ever had anchovies on a pizza. And that being said, all of you are wrong. All of those toppings are good on a pizza in one way, shape, or form. It's how you put it together. So
just non-existent on the mushroom. Sorry,
No,
that's
not
that's
happening.
just
No.
that's the shape and form, not there. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay.
Yeah, let's hear what he has to say since everybody's wrong, Brianna. Right? Like,
right.
come on. You know what I mean, Brianna? Like everyone's wrong. So here, what is it, Jay?
You're wrong.
Is it magical?
Look, it's Black History Month and it's Pisces season, so I'm just here for it all.
Wait. So it's Black History Month, so we can ignore the white man's comments. Is that what I heard?
Now I want to hear.
You took that and ran with it. You took that and ran with it.
Mm-hmm. I did. JHG, can you just tell us the answer and stop being a goofy white dude?
I just told you.
What
I
was
haven't found a topping on a pizza that I haven't liked.
So it's a non-answer. So it's literally not even an answer.
You're like dunk.
Pick a side, man. Pick a side.
Pick a side.
Stand on something.
That was literally the wrong answer.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You want my opinion?
Brianna, what are we doing with these white people? JHG, it's good that you're not a Nazi because, damn, man, you're making it rough on me here. Okay, JHG, so I'm trying to get an answer out of him, Doug. JHG, what is the best topping on a pizza?
Oh. If I had to only choose one, it would probably like a ground sausage. Go meat.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
Not
That
mad
or
at that.
pepperoni. That's a good one.
Yeah, pepperoni. You can't go wrong with pepperoni.
Is that your answer, Brianna?
That is my answer.
Some boring old basic pepperoni? Are you gonna at
We're
least
gonna go exotic now.
What about those little
He's gonna go
ones that
exotic.
crust up? What about
Those are
crusty little
amazing.
ones?
Those are
Okay,
good.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, like pepperonis.
And the red roasted peppers.
Oh,
But they have to be roasted.
Ooh.
They have to be the red roasted peppers.
nice.
Okay. You're gaining steam here. You're gaining steam, Brianna. You're coming back. You're coming
I
back.
never lost it.
Wow. Imani, what is your favorite pizza?
Favorite pizza is going to be pepperoni and arugula.
Oh,
Pepperoni and arugula.
Arugula?
okay.
Yes, sir.
So arugula has that. It gives that like balance to the pepperoni saltiness.
It's
like
peppery. It's peppery.
Like
It's
putting
like
pepper on it.
accent.
It's
Yeah.
like putting pepper on your pepperoni.
I'm here for it.
Oh. Okay.
But it's green, and you can
Down.
tell it's green, and you can tell people you ate something green that day.
There you go.
There
you go.
You were,
Love
you know, it's like reading. It's like watching a movie on with subtitles and telling people you read all night.
Rich people pizza.
I like Chatty House After Party.
That's our guy Manny.
Mhm.
Oh, I know. I met Manny.
Mhm.
The Manny, the cereal.
Yeah.
Yes.
The serial offender. Doug.
All right,
Brace for
so-
Doug's answer here. It's a brace for it.
My answer is twofold. It's a tie. It's
Don't say raisins.
no. It's mushrooms. I fucking love mushrooms.
Marty.
Sauteed mushrooms are fucking delicious.
He might as well have said raisins. Go on.
Yeah. No. The other one is the problem is I like Hawaiian pizza, but I can't have the ham.
It's nasty.
And that sucks because then pineapple just by itself on pizza is not good. Pineapple with a salty element is great. So it's probably mushrooms.
Brianna, just so you know.
Manny, you are not a cereal. You were the cereal guy. I remember you that.
I am not an animal.
Doug, I agree with Manny.
You can be yuck all you want. I fucking love pineapple pizza. I just can't eat it anymore.
No. We're not yuck. You're the fucking yuck.
Oh
no. Yeah, that's
really
fair.
Well, this is the time where I ask Doug and Brianna if they have any more questions for Imani.
Imani, I think I've asked you a gazillion questions already, but it was a pleasure per usual.
Yeah. Thank you. And I know we've talked, and I have a care package in mind for you.
Yes, I'm so sad you're not going to be in New Orleans. I'm too sad. These two talked me into New Orleans, so now I'm there.
I think you're going to have a blast, and I think this is going to be a really good. I think it's going to be a real good event. My life just is not allowing me to make my way there at this point.
I'm right up the road, so New Orleans. I'm a skip and a hop away from New Orleans, so
respect.
I go to New Orleans just cause. So
sure,
I'm grateful. But when you guys go to the big one, that's the one I won't be able to go to because that one's a little far. But
I get it. Mm-hmm. Believe me.
Doug?
Man, listen, we've had Imani on multiple times. Man, he's a good friend of ours. I don't have a lot to ask because he's a fucking stand-up guy. I fucking love that man, and I'm just glad you're here and hanging out with him. So thank you, Imani, for being here.
Thank you. I feel the love, man. Really do.
JC, you came late, buddy. JC, do you have anything?
I don't have anything. No, it's great to see Imani in the flesh, so to speak, instead of typing it away every day. Right.
I see you got the Diamondback shirt on too.
Oh. So, Brianna, what did you have this evening to drink?
I had. Well, it's empty now.
Oh.
I started with a half of it though, so I didn't start with a full. But I had the Longevity sparkling wine. It's a black-owned sparkling wine. It's a Blanc de Blanc, which just basically means that it was only they only use white grapes to make it. Definitely check it out if you're looking for something crisp. If you're looking for something light, it has a little fruit notes to it. I would definitely check it out. That Longevity and the Via Ray, which is Issa Rae's sparkling wine, her Prosecco.
Hello.
Those two are pretty good. So I'm gonna add the Longevity to my rotation of sparkling wines. Both black owned.
They're both black owned. And
both black
owned. Do you know where they're at? Like located, like around you, like southeast.
I know. Let me see. I'll let you know where Longevity. You know what? It says that they're in Livermore, California. So they, like I said, it was very odd that they were in one of the boutique liquor stores that I have here in Georgia, but they did have it, and it was really good. And like I said, I have a whole list of black-owned sparkling wine. If you're interested, I like finding the black-owned sparkling wines and alcohols and things like that. So that one though, I recommend. Try it out.
All right, Imani, what were you drinking?
The Dogfish Head Triple Decadence Worldwide Stout. The only thing I drank tonight, aside from some water, which was good for me. Again, it's an Imperial Stout. It's their base Worldwide Stout that is also aged in, again, their Palo Santo wood tanks. Dogfish Head Let's Get Lost whiskey barrels and Sam Adams Utopia's barrels. So those are the three blends. Like I said, very, very still keeps a lot of chocolatey notes. It was good. It was really good. This is the second one I've had since buying the 4-pack, and I've just been kind of trying them every couple months. So definitely a good call. I know it's not a review, but I really want to emphasize, like, support Black-owned breweries, support Black winemakers. This is Black History Month, yes, but this should be an all-year thing. We spend a lot of time and a lot of effort in saying, like, the quality of German engineered cars or Italian leather. We need to bring that same energy to beer, wine, distilled products that say they're crafted by Black hands, crafted by, or I'm sorry, sorry, conceived by Black minds. Those are two pieces from two philosophies for me: crafted by Black hands, conceived by Black minds. And we need to engage that level of quality. We need to put that kind of standard to those things to make them desirable, and understand that it's an important piece of getting the word out, lending legitimacy to Black folks making these types of products. Exactly. Daniel saying award-winning mind, beer by Black mind, crafted by Black hands. And I can't stress that enough. And I think that's really important to keep in mind. And Brianna, I'll be in touch with you about finding out some of those Black-owned wineries and, finding to get access to that. So
no, for real. I think there's a Black-owned winery that's actually in Maryland. She's woman-owned. So
probably Harvest Ridge.
Yes.
And they got a brewer now too.
What?
They've got a brewer now too.
Don't make it that I need to come up that way. Don't make it come up that way. It is nothing but a flight. I'm so glad that they brought me on here with you tonight, Imani, because
I think they're in that area, that Liquid Intrusion. I think they're in Brandywine, Maryland. They're in that same kind of general area as Liquid Intrusion Brewing Company as well. So while you're there, make your way. Try to tap into some of the Black-owned breweries that are coming out of Maryland. I'm not trying to take up too much of y'all time, but it's so important to me that folks are recognized, like Soul Mega out of DC. There's a whole contingent in DMV. I think Urban Garden Brewing is they're getting the keys. They posted recently they got the keys to a physical location, a physical plant. So folks are making those moves. Folks are making those things happen. But like, we have to show up. We have to support. And these breweries will, wherever they stand at that point, they're going to get better. And we're going to start incorporating that tag of, again, conceived by Black minds, crafted by Black hands, and really emphasizing the importance of that. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Sorry, but support Black breweries. That's all.
I'm here for it. And send me a list. Send me a list of some of those as well, Imani, because like I said, when I travel, I try to go to Black-owned businesses. Like, that's my thing. For sure. Yeah. So definitely.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be in touch as long as you don't send me one of these.
You might get
I'm going to keep
blocked.
my hands to myself.
I'm stop fooling with y'all. I'm not messing with y'all tonight no more. I'm done.
I almost wanted this hit end stream at that. That was just like a mic drop. But I do want to remind Imani that this is his soapbox because we invited him to be here to
For
talk
sure.
his shit, for 2+ hours. So, again,
It's
all love,
important,
Doug,
man.
or our
It's
love,
important.
Imani. All love, Imani. All love you. Listen, you talk as much as we want. I'll stay here and keep the lights on, and Brianna can go fall asleep, and Doug can go pass out. And,
Tell him my business.
right. Doug, what did you have before we get out of here, please?
So I had 3 things. This one I didn't really talk about on camera because we were busy. This was a French toast stout from
I had one of
903.
those too.
Ooh.
So this was very sweet, and it was only for 903. 903 is very well known for their super high ABV stuff. This was for them very low. It was 7.6. It's a French toast stout, so very syrupy in scent and flavor. It was okay. Second one's an OG. It's the Heady Topper IPA. That's just fucking good. Everybody knows what it is. My favorite thing was this baklava brown ale from Strange Bird. This was super fucking delicious. And it's not a high ABV. It was 6.5%. Like 6.5 is not anything to sneeze at, but really tasty and good. So those are the 3 I had for the show.
All right. And the 3 that I had here, or I had this one, but I didn't tell y'all. It was it's the official beer of the UW Oshkosh Athletics, y'all. Titan Gold. It's a basic lager, what the college kids drink. Pretty good. I had this overly coconut sour from Oso. If you like coconut, you'll like it. I didn't really get much of the key lime. I got too much of the coconut, so it wasn't my thing because coconut's not my thing. If you like coconut, you'll like this. And lastly, I had Some Nerve Brewing, some weird ass brew that they gave me. I think he said that like there was like a mix up in the brew house and like it's just a weird one. So it was a weird one at 5.7 from Some Nerve Brewing Company, Minotaur Ash Waters. And next week is the last week of Black History Month, and we will have someone that is very familiar with 2 of our guests, Angie Thomas, who is from Being Black and Craft, and basically Being Black and Craft. Y'all 2 were guests there. I like to say that it's the go-to source for Black craft. Mm-hmm. So, whether it's beer, whether it's, what I mean? And Angie's just dedicated and, we all love her. So it's going to be a wonderful end to Black History Month to have Angie here talking about, all the things that she does. And on that note, we're getting out of here. I want to thank Imani for being an amazing guest. I want to thank Brianna for being an amazing co-host. I want to thank JHG for being an amazing graphic artist and one of my best friends in the world. And of course, one of my best friends in the world is Doug. And I appreciate and love all of you, even though you get on my damn nerves, all of you, besides Imani. Imani does not get on my nerves. The rest of y'all, I don't even have my outro loaded.
It's not needed. What you need is a gift, but you don't have one.
We have a gift.
What I need to do is, and then we can do